Indonesia is at a crucial point in its journey toward educational excellence and human resource development. While the country boasts a high 98% primary school enrollment rate, secondary education and completion rates remain lower compared to global leaders like Finland and South Korea. In student performance, Indonesia lags behind OECD averages in reading, math, and science, with PISA scores reflecting a need for stronger foundational learning. Teacher quality and infrastructure are improving, but rural schools still face disparities in access to resources. On the human resource side, Indonesia's unemployment rate is 5.3%, with high youth unemployment and significant skill mismatches in the workforce. To compete globally, Indonesia must invest in education reform, close skill gaps, and foster equitable access to opportunities, laying the groundwork for sustainable growth and a brighter future.
Biaya pendidikan itu mahal. Education is expensive, but stupidity is more expensive. Education is expensive, but ignorance is more expensive. Alokasi yang diberikan ke sana jangan dipandang sebagai biaya, tapi dipandang sebagai investasi. Kalau investasi, maka kita menentukan mau dapat apa besok. Nah, kalau kita invest di pendidikan itu kecil, ya jangan harap dapat kualitas yang baik.
Apa yang dilalui, karena itulah satu hal yang penting, selalu sesuai kata hati.
Hello everyone. Today, I would like to talk about education in Indonesia. Education is very important because it helps people build their future and improve their quality of life. However, there are still several challenges in our education system that need attention. Okay, so first of all, not all students in Indonesia have equal access to good education. Students in big cities usually have better schools, facilities, and teachers. Meanwhile, students in rural or remote areas often got limited resources such as lack of classrooms, books, and internet access. Because of this, the quality of education can be very different depending on where students live. In addition, the learning system in some schools still focuses too much on memorizing rather than understanding. Students are often asked to remember information for exams instead of developing critical thinking and creativity. As a result, many students get good grades, but they do not feel understand the materials. Alright, according to international data, Indonesia's education quality still faces challenges. For example, in PISA 2022, Indonesian students scored around 359 in grading, which is lower than the global average. In fact, the score has decreased compared to previous years. This shows that improvement is still needed in our education systems. However, there are also positive efforts from the government and society. There are programs to improve teacher quality, provide school archives, and develop digital learning and platforms. In my opinion, we should continue improving education by focusing on equal access, better teaching methods, and more support for students in remote class. To sum up, education in Indonesia has great potential, but it still faces important challenges. But if we work together, the government, teachers, and students, we can create a better education system for the future. I think that's all from me. Thank you for your attention and see you next video. Bye bye.